Now go.
Hello, my name is Marcus Gabriel Ferraro Burkes-Nossiter, and this is my mom, Emily Burkes-Nossiter. I know her because she's the second person I ever saw. A character trait, something that someone either says or does repeatedly almost every time that happens. You identify them by what someone either says or does. We're learning about character traits because we're trying to see how character traits change over time. And I'm going to talk about some character traits I see in you. I think you are helpful. I have some proofs for helpful. 1. You helped a friend by buying medicine for her and her family and she was sick. Whenever I need or want something, you get it for me. 3. You give friends rides when they need them. 4. You encourage people in games. Why do you like to be helpful?
Well, thank you for asking me that. I like being helpful because I like seeing other people feeling happy and comfortable and getting what they need, and it gives me so much joy. For example, as you said, when my neighbor Lisa called and told me she was sick, she asked me if I could babysit for her kids while she went to the store to get some medicine because she and her kids were sick, and her husband was out of town. And I said to her, well, why don't I just go get the medicine for you and you can stay home with the kids? And when I brought it to her, she was so grateful and happy, and she felt so much better, and it just lifted my heart to see her feeling well and to know that I could help her to feel better.
I also think you are a dog lover. I have some proofs for a dog lover. You were bitten in the face by a chow, and you still like dogs. 2. When you were a kid, you let your dog Pepper run free, even though she stole food from the neighbor's grills. 3. You say we will get a dog no matter what. 4. If you are grumpy, you let dogs lick your face. How long have you been a dog lover?
Well, when I was little, I really wanted a dog, and when I was 5 years old, my parents decided that we were going to move from London, England to Wellfleet, Massachusetts. And so right when I turned 6, right after I turned 6 is when we moved, and they told me that when we moved to the United States, we could get a dog. And it was one of the main reasons, probably the main reason, that I was excited and happy about moving. And as soon as we got here, they fulfilled their promise. And within the first 6 months after we moved to this country, my dad came home with a dog named Pepper. And after that, she was basically my best friend because I was never alone. Even when there weren't any other kids around, Pepper and I would go into the woods and have adventures. And it just gave me a lot of joy and made me really happy. So I've loved dogs ever since.
I also think you are insistent. I have some proofs for insistent. You keep going to the shelter even though you've not gotten a dog yet. 2. If I don't do something immediately, you say to do it many times. 3. When I wake up at night, you insist for me to go back to sleep. 4. You give me veggies every dinner. When will you stop being insistent?
Well, I will probably never stop being insistent, although I realize that sometimes I can be too insistent. Like sometimes when I tell you to do something over and over again, it might get annoying to you, and it might actually make you not want to do that thing even more, because you've told me about that before. So I might stop trying to be so insistent about certain things and maybe give you a longer time to do what I ask you to do before I ask you again. But I will never stop insisting that we do things that are healthy for ourselves and that make us happy and that are healthy for other people and make them happy, like being kind. I will always insist that we treat ourselves and others with love and kindness.
Thank you.
Thank you.